I'm starting this over. I'm going to have to splice this together. Shoot. Oh, well, this is part 2. Didn't get very far on part 1, but I knocked my computer closed. So this is part 2 of Stitch North review or recap. I think on the giveaway table, maybe. I'm not sure. Got this. Maybe this was just a giveaway, a free from somebody at my table. I can't remember. And the colors for it. And then got this. It's a needle minder. This is a little tiny needle minder. It's a little flower from Rocky Mountain. I'll show you. I bought a Rocky Mountain from her too. A Rocky Mountain needle minder for her too. So this is my second part of my birthday. Sorry about that. It's so annoying when I do that. We got a 2024 little charm, which was fun. Pause this for a minute. So I got this pair of scissors with a flamingo on it. Kim included that in the bag with the feathers. There's my feathers. With this bag, she included that. And I think she included a second pair of scissors for that came with the Halloween bag. I'm not sure where they are right now. Oh, this is so fun. I had one of the gals at our table gave us this. This is she stuck this in for me because I was the only U.S. stitcher at our table. All the gals were local, or Holly is from Edmonton. Everyone else is local-ish. They can drive to the venue. And one of the gals at the table included this for me. It says Canada on it. I love it. It's a little sticker. I'm going to stick it on something. I'm not sure which, but something fun. Maybe the back of my computer. I love it. It's a little polar bear. So cute. And this little guy, he is a hedgehog thread holder thing. Isn't he cute? And so you can wrap, the way he's made, you can wrap the thread around him in between his little spiky bumps. And I don't know what thread is that, but it's pretty. It's a variegated. And then this is the coolest thing. She made these for us. And they have you can't really tell unless you're present, but it has a snappy thing at the top, so it closes on its own. And this is made, I don't know if you can hear that. Anyway, that's a tape measure, the metal kind of tape measure. And she cuts them off and threads them through the top on each side. And then it automatically snaps closed. She's a great quilter too. She quilts. How clever is that? I love it. I'm going to definitely use that. I will put scissors and all kinds of fun things in that. And then I did get this. I didn't buy any bags, proper bags. Like project bags, proper. But I did get this because look at the kitties on it. I don't remember who I got it from, but it's a thread bed. Sheba Designs, and I don't know if she has a website or a Etsy shop or whatever, but it's fabulous. I could put all my threads, and it has a place to put your needle, and then it snaps closed. And I love having these for projects. I'll put one of those in my big project bag with all my threads and stuff. So I'm glad I looked in this one because I had those little extras in there. Let me grab my Canada bag because I think that's where everything else is. Hold on. Okay, nothing went awry. I found this Canada bag I got last year, and I somewhere is my scissor fob that I got last year that is really pretty. It has a red and white um, beads, and it has a really pretty maple leaf on the end of it. And I don't know where it went. It might be downstairs in my downstairs things, but I hope this is where I put it. You know what? I don't think it is. Oh, shoot. So I was going to show you the project I stitched on. Oh, I know where it is. Hold on. It's wrapped up in my sweatshirt. When I was packing, I decided I'm going to keep this safe and wrapped it up in my sweatshirt. So these are the two needle minders that this one we got for being in our swag bag for being at Stitch North, which is gorgeous. I love last year's and I love this one too, and it's heavy. And then I bought this one. My table mate Wendy had this, and Rocky Mountain Needle Minders had one, an extra one, and I bought a black kitty cat last year that was all curled up, and I love this one. Had to have another black kitty cat. And this is what I stitched on when I was there. So this is the beginning of baby girl granddaughter's sampler. That's going to be her baby girl gift when she comes. And I'll show it as it's going. This is a seal with a fish in its mouth. I need to take this fish out and move it up a little bit. I kind of miscounted on that. But that's his bottom half sticking up through the ice, and that's his top half. I think it's going to be really, really fun. I actually got that much stitched, but that's all I stitched on. But that's what I got stitched. So I was pretty happy because now I can remember that Stitch North, I was stitching the seal. It's on a really pretty fabric. I'm happy with the fabric I chose. We had a little mishap. Friday nights, they do a pizza party for us. And they give us pizza, and then we had a green salad with dressings and fixings. And they didn't have enough room in the dining room where it would have been nice to eat, but they didn't have enough room, so we brought it back to our table. Thought I cleared everything back and everything, but I had this on the floor. It was laying like this, and our dressing was in those little packets, and one of the gals said, "Here, would you throw this away for me?" And we were handing them all to this gal, and some Italian dressing dripped on this as she was handing it across. It just dripped onto but I ran to the bathroom and I dabbed it with water, and you can't see it at all now. So no worries, Evelyn. It's all fine. It's all fine. Yeah. And I'm super happy with the way it's coming. I'm going to be working on this a lot. This will be a May project. It'll also be a June project. It'll probably go with me to StitchCon in June. We'll see how much I get stitched on it. But I'm super happy with that. Very, very happy. I kitted that up before I went. I started it there, and that's how much I got done. Then I will show you. I don't think I had it done. I think I had it started, but I was going to do this for my smalls exchange. I ended up giving a little Halloween Barbara Anna design that I had stitched a while back that was a small. I put it in a tray with some ruching around, ribbon around it. And this was going to be for the smalls exchange, but I couldn't give it up. I liked it too much. And it was a bear to stitch, and I wasn't going to stitch another one. It turned out really fabulous. This is all sparkly. This is all opalescent. And because it was, it's really stiff, and it has that opalescent is what I'm trying to say, sparkles in it. It was bare to stitch. I think it's 14 count, but so I was inspired by Michelle Bendy, who I took I took with me to show to her because Michelle was at the Stitch North retreat and I got lots of time with Michelle. It was fun. We did drink your drinks together and we chatted between, you know, walking around projects and just had a ball stitching and talking to each other because I met and spent a good amount of time with her on the cruise. So um, she's a good stitchy friend now. And she had stitched this on just a gray, not just. It was lovely. It was on a gray, and she would put it on a artist trading card, ATC, I think. So look her up. She does great floss tubes. Michelle Bendy Stitch is her name, and she's a designer, and she's amazing. Um, but anyway, I saw her stitching this on one of her Stitch with Me's, and I watched her, and I went, "That's what I got to stitch," because I've had this fabric forever. It was a little bit bigger towards the bottom. So now I have another half if I ever figure I want to stitch on it again. But honestly, it was not my cup of tea to stitch on. But it did turn out gorgeous. It did turn out really pretty. And I like it. The other idea I got from Michelle was she did tent stitch or half stitch for the whole background of the bottle because then you could see through it, which makes sense. You can see through a bottle. So I used that idea and it turned out great because then you could see the rays of it is not a sun. This was called, I think this piece of fabric was called Sunflower. But when I saw it, I thought of the eclipse that we all viewed in one way or another, whether we were seeing it in real life or we were watching it on television. But yeah, it has the Bailey's beads around it. I really, really like it. I want to turn it into, I haven't quite decided, but I think I'm going to turn it into an ornament, either to hang on my yearly ornament tree or like on a knob in my kitchen or something. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to like do it like the shape of the bottle. I don't know if it'll show enough of the fabric. I absolutely love the fabric and it really makes it. So that, and I monogamously stitched on that for like 5 days. I did nothing but stitch on that because I thought it was going to be my smalls exchange. And then when I got it done, I said, nope, I can't give it away. And I'm not stitching it again. So I did take it with me, showed some people. But then the gal that got my smalls, Barbara Ann, our Halloween design, loved it. So I was like, she was sitting right behind me where our table was. She was the next table over. And somebody said, oh, they got yours because they knew the bag I brought. So I got to meet her and she really, really liked that gift, that smalls exchange. So I was happy. She didn't know she didn't get this. So that was a little crazy. Cray. Did I stitch on anything else? I didn't. Well, I know I didn't. And I think I showed you most everything that there are a few things that are in my zippered pouch here I got this. This was super cute. It was from Holly. Holly made this. And it's a little needle book. Had some needles in the pouch. Then it has a bunch of different needles. And then she gave us 2 counting pins. One was in my Biscornu. Now I'll put it back in here. 2 of these lovely, the lighting in here, I swear. Does that help at all? It is so bad. Anyway, those counting pins. And then this cute little booklet with needles and has a little snappy thing, although this snaps, so you didn't really need this, but it's kind of nice to have these small ones. So that's super handy. That was super handy. Holly gave us this. She made this and gave us each one. Oh, we got this in our swag bag. So nice scissors, very pointy, very nice. Oh, I bought these. They're 2024 metal charms. And I think I got them in 3 colors. I did. I got them in gold and silver and rose gold. I like having those so that I can put them on my projects. Somebody, and I don't know who, gave us this, which I thought was super cute. It's a little Stitch North, says SN on it. Could be a zipper pull, could be a scissor fob. Nice to have those. I think that's all I got, which is very nice. I didn't win any door prizes, which is fine. As I've said, if you watched me before, I've more than won my door prizes. I mean, I have done really, really great, especially at Stitch North. So who knows? I'm going to be back to Stitch North in June. Maybe I'll win another door prize. I don't know. But it was a great time. It was a really, really great time. They had some beautiful... Oh, I got a piece of fabric. Is that in here? Look real quick. No, that wasn't it. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. I don't know what I did with that fabric. Oh, I have some things in here I didn't show you. Yeah, here it is. I got this piece of fabric because I think it's going to be one of my Mirabilia mermaids is going to go on this. It has a lot of coral in it, and she has a lot of coral and green in her, and I think this will be really pretty. It's hand dyed by Rolanda, and it's Aida, as Jean taught us to call it. Was it Jean or Jan? Jean taught us to call it Aida. And it's 18 count, 17 by 26. I would show you more, but the light in here is just ridiculously bad today, and I don't know why. Yeah. That was the only fabric I bought. And then, oh, here's my Halloween scissors. So these scissors were in the Halloween bag that I got. Oh, and I got these from Kim. They're acrylic floss drops, and they're shells. So I will probably use these for a Mirabilia. Maybe that Mirabilia mermaid. That'd be pretty. That Mirabilia mermaid. Then I'm going to stitch that on. And May is Mirabilia month. May is my birthday month. Mirabilia. Oh my gosh, the light in here is nuts. I really don't look this bad, people. That's a little better. Mirabilia May. What else? Oh, Mermaid May. Because not all my Mirabilias are mermaids. In fact, I haven't stitched any that are mermaids. I would start that one. And my birthday, May. So May's a big month. But I also need to stitch on Baby Girl's piece. So, yeah. So when I do get that stitched, I want to put her name on one side and her birthday year on the other. I'm not going to do the whole, depending on what her name is. I may end up just putting her names on it. I'm not going to do the whole birth weight, length, all of that. So I may just do her year of birth and then her name, because I'd like to have her enjoy it throughout her lifetime. I hope she likes it. I hope they like it. I'm very excited about it. So that's the main gig when you're excited about it. And then, like I said, Tiny Modernist was there. So I did break down and buy three patterns, 3 charts. I've had, and these are ones I've had my eye on, and they've been in my 1, 2, 3, shopping cart. So I need to take those out now because I got them. She's the Yule goddess, and she's just so gorgeous, and she's got white hair like me. I've always liked her, and I was kind of like, I'm going to pull the trigger. And then I got the autumn one too, which is the Stitch Goddess. She's just called the Stitch Goddess. But with that orange hair, red hair, She's pretty fabulous. So I'd love to do those two and then hang them according to the season or hang them together. I think there's two other ones too, but I love those especially. And then I got this little guy. He's a crab. It's called Crab Dance. I've seen him stitch. He's super cute. And he's not very big. He's a small. But I got to finish my other crabs first. So I can't start this. You got to hold me accountable. I can't start this until I finish my crab biscornu because I really want to do that. I want to experience putting it together like this. And if any of you have any questions about how to put a biscornu together, Tiny Modernist, the designer, has a great floss tube YouTube on how to do that. Just look up biscornu finishing or something like that. And when Tiny Modernist pops up, go for that because it's a really, really good one. And I think that's all I've got to show you today. So it was just a wonderful time. Got there. I had the same problem as I had last year with no Wi-Fi connection on my phone. I thought I had set everything up for international travel, but I had no Wi-Fi until I got to the hotel. So I was supposed to connect with a gal, Helen, that was flying in from Dublin, and I landed first. And when I got there, what I should have done was get her phone number, and then I could have texted her because my phone worked fine. It was just I couldn't do anything on Wi-Fi. Yeah, I still don't know why. I just don't know why. Anyway, ended up having to take a cab to the hotel. Then got to the hotel. Then I connected with Helen, and I'm so sorry. She had landed and was kind of waiting for me, so I felt bad. But she said she hadn't had to wait too long. But for me to find her, I would have had to go from one terminal, had gone through customs, would have had to gone through one terminal to another, where I would have had to take a bus from one terminal to another. Had a big suitcase, have trouble with my arthritis, and my hips back were not in good shape. Would have been too much for me physically. I felt very bad, but she was so gracious, as all of us stitchers are, and said no, it was not a problem. She had not had to wait long, which I was very grateful for. So got there, was standing in line to check into the hotel, to get my room, and Holly came up from the Canadian group and said, hey, gave me a big hug and welcome and said, we're sitting over here in the lobby stitching. Come on over. And I said, I'm really tired, Holly. I've got to go up and crash out for a while because I woke up. I probably got 3 hours of sleep the night before I left. As I'm wont to do when I'm traveling, I get so excited when I wake up. And so I'd woken up at about 3 and we had to leave the house at 4:30, I think. 4 maybe. I think I even woke up at 2. So anyway, I had not gotten hardly any sleep. I said, I have to go crash out. Maybe if you all are here when I get done with my nap, I'll come down and say hey. So I just visited just a very few minutes, got my room, went up to my room, and crashed out. I slept for 4 hours. I did. I slept for 4 hours. So I slept till like 8. Got up and, which was 2 hours later than my time, but all those time zone things. And did I go down and eat? I don't remember, but I went down. There were several. I met Julie, Kansas City girl in a Colorado world, who I've watched her floss tubes forever since I've started this adventure, and got to meet her because she lives in Colorado. And so I visited with her for a little bit. Then I went up to bed and, had a good night's sleep. And everything started at 8 in the morning. So I wanted to make sure I was ready to go the next day. Had a fabulous couple of days of stitching. Had to go up and take naps. Had to rest my back. Brought my heating pads. So that worked. Did a little bit of, spent a little time in the pool, doing my, my leg and hip exercises. So that was good. Did not leave. Yes, I did. We went over and had Holly and I the first day we went over and had a breakfast for lunch at International IHOP. So I did walk out of the building that day. And that's the only day I left the building. It rained pretty good. It rained pretty good. I ordered some lunch in. I ordered some pan fried dumplings one day. Met with Christina because she lives in outside of Pittsburgh, I believe, Philadelphia, Philly. I think she lives in Philly. I always want to say she lives in Connecticut, but she doesn't. She lives in Philadelphia, which is Pennsylvania, not Connecticut. Um, I've been to Pennsylvania. I've been to Philadelphia, but I've never been to Connecticut. So that's where my friend Amy Andrews lives. Anyway, had a fun lunch with her, reconnected, and then we had that pizza dinner. I don't know. I had quesadillas, a couple of meals, and yeah, it was a good time. It was a really good time. And then I did spend Monday. I'm sorry, Sunday night and left Monday early. But it was cool because Michelle Bendy, three other gals, there were five of us. We all shared an Uber to the airport. So it was was super cheap and easy. And my plane left at 5 that morning. That's not correct. 7 that morning. So I had to be there at 4:35 because you have to go through customs and all of that good stuff. I got home by 9 a.m. My husband picked me up at 9. So I was home in my cozy house at 10 a.m. Around 10. Around 10. Yeah. On Monday. So that was my trip. And I'm just kind of regathering myself. I had a second opinion deal going on yesterday. Today's Thursday. No, Tuesday. Second opinion for my back and hip situation. I really like the doctor. He ordered some more tests. We'll see what happens. I'll fill you in as that goes. I was super stiff the day after I traveled. In fact, I couldn't even drive to my doctor appointment. I had to get an Uber to my doctor and then have Robert pick me up and bring me home. That was not good. But it's loosened up. I think it was just from the 4 hours on the plane, the traveling, and maybe all the sitting. And although I was really good about getting up, stretching, and all that. I'm going on and on for 27 minutes. I've been going on, and this is the second half. So I'll have to put part 1, part 2. I'm sorry about that, people, but I did manage to close my computer, which just shut the recording down, so I couldn't restart it. And I can't figure out how to splice yet. So technology challenged I am, but always happy to share, happy to connect. That's why I'm stitching to connect Annie. And I hope you somewhat enjoyed this. But I will say I'm home until next Thursday, which is a week from today. And I'll be in Seattle this time next week, going to my daughter-in-law's baby shower. My daughter will be there. My granddaughter will be there. Ashley's mom and sister will be there. Of course, my son is there. And I'm going to stay a week. So I'll be in Seattle for a week. I'm excited. Probably won't do a lot, but just family activities, and that'll be fun. It's Mother's Day weekend, so we'll celebrate on Mother's Day. Ashley, the mom-to-be's birthday is Sunday also. So it's going to be a big family celebration time. It's going to be just great. I'm excited. Hopefully my back and hips won't act up too much, but we'll just deal because I'm not letting this stop me at all. So again, Stitching to Connect Annie, like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. I try to respond when I get a comment, whether it just be a heart or I read all my comments. But if it's just a heart, or sometimes I will definitely respond to any questions you have, or if you have a question about a chart that you want to know where I got it or how I got it or where I got it from, I will respond. Again, May 2nd. Tomorrow's my birthday. Happy birthday to me, and see you next time. Bye.